All right, Calvin. Last week, you went 17 for 22 passing with 320 yards with 3 passing touchdowns. You also had a rushing touchdown with 3 carries for 59 yards. What adjustments did you make leading up to your stand-up performance last game, and how did those changes impact your play?
I give credit to our OC, Connor, and the offensive lineman. We got some dogs on the outside and JPC in the backfield along with with Ty. So a lot of credit goes out to the team. Adjustment-wise, we just run game-wise struggled a little bit in the first half, but we go in and make some halftime adjustments. Figured out how to pick up some of those other guys in the second level, really open it up. And in the passing game, man, it's not too difficult when I'm throwing to the guys I'm throwing to. I got some dogs out there, so
Yeah.
that's about that.
Okay. So coming off of last game's performance, obviously you had an incredible performance. How can you pick up tonight where you left off last week?
Kind of just doing the same thing we've been doing all year. We come into every game with a lot of momentum. All these guys show up hyped to play, so as long as we ride that wave that we've been riding, I feel like carry that momentum that we do every week, we'll be able to do what we do.
Awesome. So can you walk us through a key moment from the game where you felt everything really came together for you last week?
Yeah, I'd have to say defense getting a huge turnover midway to later in the second quarter, kind of right before halftime. Defense came up with a huge turnover, and I think we scored like 2 plays after that on a 40-yard touchdown on a wheel route to Tyler. So I'd say that was where everything felt like we were clicking and momentum was really on our side, and we kind of controlled that game. That's where it felt like that was our game.
Okay. So how do you plan to build on that performance and ensure that it becomes a consistent part of your game moving forward for the rest of the season?
I feel like as long as the O-line keeps doing what they're doing, I keep doing my job, playing turnover-free football, and our skill guys just keep doing what they're doing. They know how to get open. I don't got to throw a perfect ball. They'll catch it. That's the beautiful thing about this year.
Yep.
And we get some dogs in the backfield. So as long as, offensively we keep doing what we're doing, defense been doing their thing too. So I'm not too worried about making too many changes. We keep doing what we're doing, and I know we play Eagles football. We're going to win a lot of football games. So
Yeah, of course. All right, thank you.
Hey,
thank you for
guys.
speaking with us
I
today.
appreciate it.
Good luck tonight, all right?
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cawley Stadium in Lowell, Massachusetts. Today we have a matchup of the Mill City Eagles versus the Haverhill Hitmen. Now, last week, the Eagles added to a wonderful series of games leading to a 6-0 display on the season. Top 3 players for the Eagles are Calvin Bedreau. He went 17 for 22, passing with 320 yards and 3 touchdowns. Rushing, he had 3 attempts at 58 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Defensively, Colby Laporte, he had 10 tackles leading the team and 1 onside recovery, adding to a more special game, I should say. And then another offensive player of the week is Josiah Martinez. Led the team in receiving yards with 151 off of 5 receptions, and he had 1 touchdown. Going over to the Hitmen, last week they lost 27-10 against the Valley Generals, leading them to a 1-5 season so far on the year. Now, Riley, seeing these teams' schedules, 6-0 versus 1-5, what do you think tonight's going to end up?
So these two teams actually did meet week 1, and that was a victory for the Eagles. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the Eagles are going to take another one and improve to 7-0. I think that the Hitmen are good. I think the Eagles are just better.
No doubt, Riley. Especially seeing the energy from the team today, and especially some members of the crowd. All of these players are excited for this game, and especially for the 7th win they are preparing to receive in the next 60 minutes. Now, as we are just leading off of the coin toss, both teams are getting ready. And it looks to be that the Eagles are going to be kicking the ball off to start the first quarter. Now, Riley, leading up to the start of the game today, what did you perceive the energies to be for both sides?
Well, the Eagles have been out here for the last hour warming up. We didn't see the Hitmen start warming up until 25 minutes before game time. So I'm not sure if they just show up loose, but With only 25 minutes to warm up, I can't imagine they got anything that productive out of it.
Most definitely, Riley. That 25-minute short start for the Hitmen most likely going to be a deciding factor of today's game. And as you can see on your the right side of your screen, the Eagles are lining up for the initial kickoff for this game with Zachary Cook lined back farther up for the kickoff. And here he goes. Referees stop the initial kick. Seems to be they didn't call the initial whistle to start the game. All right, ref has blown the whistle. Cook lining back up again. And here he goes, starting the game right now. Kick past the 30-yard line, out of bounds. Flag on the play for the illegal kick. Seems to be the Hitmen are going to start with the ball on their own 35-yard line. Eagles defense already out and prepared. Let's see what the Hitmen can do to start this game. Already, Hitmen are coming out of their own huddle. Now, line up in the pistol formation. Sorry, dual running back formation. Let's see what quarterback Isaiah Batchelder can do today. Ball's down. Recovered by Batchelder in the backfield around the 33-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Seems to be a little bit of the jitters coming from the Hitmen today, Riley. First play of the game is a fumbled snap.
Yeah, that's not what you want to start a game off doing, that's for sure.
Very correct, Riley. To be Batchelder and Ocajo having some words right before the snap. Same formation. Handoff, far to the left side. Breaks the line of scrimmage, getting up to around the 39, 38-yard line. Sean Watson with the first run of the game. Clock running down. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Eagles defense coming to a somewhat slow start, allowing a 4-yard run right off the bat. Giving them a little credit, Mr. Watson here, a little bit on the smaller side, so most definitely is able to sneak past a lot of defenders. Hitmen in a spread formation. It's going to be a pass. Pass for a first down. Gets to the 50-yard line before he's taken out of bounds by number 14 on the Eagles, Tristan Cahill. It's going to be first down Hitmen on the 50-yard line. A little bit of a lackluster energy coming from the Eagles sideline today, Riley. Usually most games we hear them screaming for each other no matter what type of play is going on.
Yeah, it is still early in the game. Only 2 minutes in. We'll see if that can pick up as the game progresses.
Back to the two running backs. Hitmen fake the handoff. Sacked in the backfield by number, I believe, 81 of the Eagles, Tyler Jamison. A 6'5" D-end out of Boston. He is a force to be reckoned with on this defensive side of the ball. It's going to bring the Hitmen to a 2nd and 15. That tackle there by Jamison, bringing a little much more needed energy to the sideline and to the field itself. Spread formation again for the Hitmen. Batchelor takes a snap, steps back in the pocket. Short pass at number 21 for the Hitmen, Joe Hanton. Gets to about the 45-yard line before he is taken down by multiple Eagles. Play is going to result in a 3rd and 5.
Looks like there's a flag on the play. Seems like it's on the Eagles' defense. Looks like they're going to push the ball forward here. I did not see what the ref signaled there.
I didn't even see a flag on the play, Riley.
Maybe,
Personal foul on the Eagles.
yeah, maybe a roughing the passer there, because that just gave him a big 15-yard boost.
Yes, it is, Riley. Now they are at a 1st and 10 on the 30-yard on the Eagles' 30-yard line. Now this drive, a little bit under par for what the Eagles are used to for first drives here. But they still have plenty of time with 10 minutes and 55 seconds left in just the first quarter to rectify this. Motion out left for the Hitmen, going to a spread formation. Run up the middle by the Hitmen. Taken down at the line of scrimmage by a horde of Eagles. Joshua Rodriguez on that carry. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10. Clock still running down. It's already been a 5-minute drive so far, Riley. And most of their yards have only come from penalties. So this Eagles defense just needs to clean up on that aspect of the game, and they're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, I agree for sure. Clean up a little bit of the silly mistakes that they're making here, and they'll be all right.
Long pass towards the end zone to number 3, Jordan Jones. Ball is thrown over his head. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Now, Riley, this Hitmen offense and Hitmen team in total on a 1-5 start to their season. Now, the way they're playing, it looks like they're playing to regain some composure here from the lost games this season. Hopefully tack on that 2nd win. Riley, what do you think they're going to need today to get that win?
They're going to need intensity. They're going to need intensity for sure. We see the Eagles come out with lots of intensity week after week, and that proves why that's the reason why they're 6-0. The Hitmen are 1-5. Maybe they take a little bit the intensity away from the Eagles, and they can see themselves with a victory here tonight.
Nice catch on the play by Tashawn Watson, evading multiple defenders before getting the first down around the 5-yard line.
I think the Eagles need to start waking up a little bit here.
Yes, they do, Riley. Multiple of their defenders got juked out or just didn't get a correct tackling form. So now they are backed against a wall here, physically and metaphorically, as the Hitmen are on the 7-yard line going into the end zone.
We talked a little bit about how they only warmed up for 25 minutes, and it seems to not be an issue for these guys here so far.
Run up the middle for the Hitmen. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Watson in the back of that pistol formation. No gain on the play. Timeout Eagles. Looking to make some defensive changes.
It is a referee time.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe an injury, I think. Something taking him off the field.
It's going to be Chris Emiani. Sorry for butchering that name. D lineman. Hitmen coming back out to that spread formation in the red zone. 2nd and goal from the 7. Timeout called by the Hitmen. Looking to hopefully make a game plan for this hopeful touchdown score. It's a hot day out today, O'Reilly. A little bit muggy, too. It's about 84 degrees. Not even the hottest it's been all day. And I thank God it's getting later at night, so it's only going to get cooler from here. But the heat definitely has a part to play in this game, and from warm-ups and especially just looking on the sideline, most, if not all of these players are soaked right now. Just drenched in sweat just from their warm-ups.
It's definitely hot. I mean, I'm
Yes, it
sweating a little
is.
bit up here.
So maybe I was a little bit wrong about the Hitmen taking that late start to their warm-ups, but that 25-minute warm-up definitely seems to be helping them here. Eagles defense coming back out onto the field, waiting for the Hitmen to finish their huddle. Pistol formation again for the Hitmen. Deshaun Watson in the back of that pistol. Toss left. Tries hurdling through an Eagles defender. Gets maybe a yard past the line of scrimmage. Looks to be actually, I cannot tell. No gain on the play. It's still 3rd and 7. Now, Riley, this Eagles defense showing a little bit different not play style, but intensity coming towards that ball compared to the first almost 10 minutes now of this drive.
Yeah, for sure. They know that their backs are up against the wall right now, so they need an answer here. And they're giving them a little bit of an answer here. Let's see if they can stop them here on 3rd and goal. See what we can get here from the Eagles defense. They've been tough all year. Let's see how they can keep it up here.
Bachelor back in the pocket.
Oh.
Fakes a pass. Scrambling. Pass is caught in the end zone by
Isaiah Ocasio.
Yes, number 1, Isaiah Ocasio.
Touchdown, Hitmen.
Puts the score up 6-0. 6:20 left in the first. Tough break for that for the Eagles D lineman, making Bachelor scramble all over the backfield. Eventually, just getting that pass off and that check down. Looks like the Hitmen here going for 2. First drive of the game. Risky move either puts you up a potential 2 possessions, or it puts you right in target for that next drive. Spread formation in this 2-point conversion attempt. Bachelor back to pass, scrambles to the right. Pass caught by number 3, Jordan Jones, for the 2-point conversion, putting the Hitmen up 8-0 with 6:20 left in the first quarter. Now, Riley, this Eagles offense has to come in here and set the tone like they usually do for this game. So this can either be an offensive this seems to be could become an offensive slugfest.
Yeah, for sure. We spoke with the quarterback, Calvin, before the game, and he gave all of his offensive success to his offensive linemen and the guys surrounding him, his receivers, his backfield. All credit to them. He said he just goes out there and everything seems so easy with them out there. Let's see if they can keep up their offensive success here. Now trailing 8-0 to the Hitmen.
Most definitely, Riley. Like you were saying, Boudreaux has this air of comfortability around him, especially around his receivers. Even quoting that he doesn't need to pass the ball perfectly, as his receivers can just do the work for him. Now, that is a level of confidence I'd love to see a quarterback have in his receivers. And even him praising his O-line, which you also love to see for quarterbacks these days. Now, as the Hitmen are making this kickoff to start this second drive of the game, Princewell Awagewo takes the ball, jukes out one defender, gets up to the 39-yard line to start out this Eagles offensive period. Now, last week, Princewell Awagewo himself only had a couple receptions and a couple yards. Being outshone, his performance being outshone by his own just a few weeks ago in their home opener. Specifically, he had 3 receptions for 34 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Great stats altogether, but compared to that last game just a few weeks ago, he has a lot to improve on. He has a lot to prove in regards to this.
Come out in a trips right formation here.
Actually, empty formation here, Riley. JPC lined up at the slot position. Looks like Boudreaux is calling for a possible motion to JPC himself. Never mind. Boudreaux back out of the pocket. Deep pass to Brendan Frost. Caught! Goes out of bounds around the 17-yard line. Big first play from the Eagles, Riley.
Huge. You love to see that. I mean, that's exactly what we just talked about. Can they keep up the offensive intensity and first play out of the gate? They're all the way down in the end red zone now.
Most definitely, and as you were like we were just saying, talking with Boudreaux earlier today, that air of comfortability and relaxation he has coming into this game is what you need from your quarterback. You cannot have someone who is jittery, because someone who is relaxed will make that play day in and day out. JPC now in the backfield for the spread formation. Boudreaux steps back in the pocket. Pressure from the D-line. Sacked in the backfield. Are on the 28-yard line. Big loss for the Eagles as they come to second and I believe 6. What is that? I cannot read.
It's about 2nd and 17 roughly here.
Yeah,
guys.
just about that. Thank you, Riley.
They come back out in that trips right empty formation here. JPC in the slot. Short bunch here on the right side. This is the exact formation that got him all the way down here. Let's see if they can connect once again. Drops back for the pass.
Boudreaux scrambling. Gets a solid couple of yards. Maybe about 8 or 9 yard gain, bringing them to 3rd and 8. Good 9-yard scramble from Boudreaux there, putting his team back in a better 3rd and long situation than they were in before. JPC in the backfield with them, waiting for his first rush of the day.
And I don't think it's going to come here in the 3rd and long situation. What do we have here? Okay.
Defensive encroachment
on the defense. It's going to push the Eagles up 5 more yards. Now we have a 3rd and short, and this is where we might see the first rush for JPC here.
Spread left. Looks to be a 6-man front in the box. Another defensive encroachment, free play. Pass broken up to Brendan Frost in the end zone. Looked to be
That
just about in
should
his.
push the Eagles up to a 1st down here.
Yes, they will, Riley. Eagles regaining those defensive mistakes they made last drive, getting those penalties back, and are now in the red zone with a 1st and goal.
Looks to be from the 7-yard line here.
1st and goal for the Eagles.
Another.
False start this time on the Eagles,
Oh,
thinking they can try and get 3 in a row on the Hitmen.
this is a sloppy drive here. Got one great play, and now it's just turned into a very sloppy game.
Loss of 5 yards for the Eagles. 1st and goal from the 12-yard line. Owajuo and Frost switching sides. Going to a trips left formation.
If I had to take a guess here, I'm going to guess they throw a fade over the top on the top of our screen here. Oh,
But Joe
I
rolls
guess I
out
was
left.
wrong.
Pass is caught. Getting into the end zone is number 41 for the Eagles, Angel Polino. 5'5" wide receiver out of Peabody. That was a great play by Polino, juking at multiple defenders and getting into the end zone through another. This is putting the Eagles onto the board, 6-8, with 2:47 left in this 1st quarter. Now, Riley, after that first play on this drive, we were anticipating a big drive from the Eagles. A little bit under-delivered here with those penalties, but definitely a drive that will be remembered for most of this game.
Yeah, definitely something that they needed. They needed to answer after that long drive the Hitmen put on. We now have the extra point here.
Cook with the kick.
Makes the score 8-7. Hitmen are still going to stay in the lead. But the Eagles did get themselves on the board.
Yes, so they did. 1-point deficit for against the Eagles. All they need now is for their defense to step up as their offense is playing their part. A lot of key defensive players for this Eagles team, Riley. As I mentioned earlier, Kobe Laporte with 10 tackles last week, leading the team with that onside recovery. But multiple players, 5 actually, over 5 tackles, just to mention them, none in descending order. We have Tristan Cahill, Mark Federico with 6 and an interception. Alex Alien and Derek Capellan all had 5 or more tackles last game. And then there were another 6 players with 3 or more. So this Eagles defense has a lot of key players on this team that is just waiting for time to shine today. All right, Cook with the kick. Kicks it to around the 30-yard line where it's recovered by a hitman. A hitman, sorry. Taken down around the 30-yard line. Taking that ball was Manny Hernandez Jr., I believe, for the Hitmen. Good stop by the Eagles. A little bit deeper into the Hitmen territory. Let's just see if they can keep this momentum up in this drive. little bit of confusion on the defense for the Eagles about who's playing where. The Hitmen in a, let's see, spread formation. Already. Spread formation for the Hitmen. Motion right. Jet sweep. Runs far right. Taken down behind the 30-yard line. Jordan Jones taken down by Mark Federico Jr., multi-position player out of North Andover for the Eagles. Great play by him, coming down and taking him out right away before he can even cross the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Sorry, 2nd and 13. You can feel the energy now coming from the crowd itself, Riley, for this defense. Where just last defensive drive, they were not there. Pass.
Deflected.
By number 7 on the Eagles, Xavier Hackett. Great defensive play by him, leading to a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, for sure. The defense that we are seeing on this drive right now is the defense we expected to see on the first drive, and the defense that we for sure are expecting to see for the rest of the game. Let's hope that they can keep this up a little bit, because if they show any signs of that first drive, the Eagles could be in a little bit of trouble here tonight.
Most definitely, Riley. And you can't count on your offense to be making those big plays to start every drive for you, because at some point it's going to get either intercepted or just tiring them out way too much. Spread formation for the Hitmen. 3rd and long situation, seems to be a pass coming up. Batchelor back in the pocket. Scrambling. Taken down by number 12 on the Eagles, Tyler Saunders. Great sack by the Eagles, taking them way back for a 4th and long at their own 19-yard line, sorry. Now, Riley, like as you were saying, this is the defense we were expecting. This is the defense that showed up last week, and this is the defense that I think is going to be here for the rest of the season.
Yeah, 100% there. I am just going to correct you on that last play. That sack, I believe, was by number 81 and 2 others. I don't believe number 12 was in there. But nonetheless, a wonderful sack that's going to help the Eagles tremendously, as it is now a 4th and 20. All the way backed up to the Hitmen's own 20-yard line here. And the horn has blared. We are at the end of the first quarter here, with the Haverhill Hitmen up 8-7 on the Mill City Eagles. Sides are going to flip. And we will be seeing a punt here for the Hitmen.
And you, Riley, you were definitely right on that correction there. It was 81 for the Eagles. Tyler Jamison, his 2nd sack of the game. Sorry to take away your credit there, Tyler, but got to give it where it's due. Now we have Brendan Frost and Prince Walla Wagebo in the out deep for this punt return. Both these players making massive impacts on this Eagles offense and kick return, on these kick returns as well. Only lined up around the 50-yard line. I can see substantial gain here for the Eagles as they come into this next drive.
Now let's not forget, in the home opener, there was a punt return for Princewell. So it's definitely something that is on the table here.
Oh, most definitely, Riley. He's a great returner as it is, and that long punt return touchdown a few weeks ago only added to it. Oedra with the grab. Avoids one tackle. Passes the 40. 30. Taken down to the 25-yard line by number 6 on the Hitmen, Andrew Loreno. I think I got that right. I forgot my glasses this evening, so correct me if I am wrong tonight, Riley. Starting at the 25-yard line are the Eagles on a great placement for the start of the drive. Looking down at the Eagles bench, you can see Coach Isola, a core factor of this well put together team, head coach for a couple years now. He is.
This is his first year.
This is his first year. I thought this was his second. I am
first year, I believe.
I am sorry on that one. He is a key reason why this team is doing so well, and you can tell he is pleased with the way they are playing right now.
Might be his second, but I do believe this is his first year as head coach. Overthrown on the right side there, just over the head on that one.
Second and 10 for the Eagles. Empty formation for the Eagles. First I've seen it all this season. JPC motion right. Option by Boudreau. Runs it up past the 20-yard line, close to the 15. Call it around the 17. Call it 3rd and 2. Nice little rush there from Boudreau, showing his speed on that option. Great read as well, gaining so many yards.
A hurry-up offense here for the Eagles. They're trying to go fast, trying to get a quick score in here to start the quarter. Take the lead here for the first time. Looks like an offsides, free play. Gonna look for the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Caught by number 41 on the Eagles, Angel Polino, for his second touchdown of the game already. He is showing up for the Eagles tonight, leading my personal favorite for player of the game so far.
That is Calvin's second touchdown pass of the night. Like you said, both to the same receiver.
Quarterback change for this we are kicking. It looked like we were in an offensive formation. Zachary Cook out to kick this extra point. Kick is no good. Look, it must have hit one of the posts.
That looked good from my angle.
Looked great from this angle, Riley. So it's going to be 13-8. Eagles lead with 13:25 left in the first half. Eagles kickoff team coming back out, doing great so far on this in this game. Only allowing a few short returns for the Hitmen so far. See if they can keep that up here. Eagles kickoff, finalizing their lineups, getting set for this kickoff. Here comes Cook with the kick to start it off. Kick right. Out of bounds. Be an illegal kick.
For the second time tonight.
Not a great look for Cook here. Having 2 illegal kicks and only a couple kickoffs today. Not doing so hot so far. Let's see if he can rectify that later on. Eagles defense coming out led by middle linebacker Mike Melanson.
Starting to feel a couple drops of rain here, Tyler. Let's hope it doesn't pick up too bad so we can stay out here and finish this game.
Definitely, Riley. Don't want to have to be like our home opener where we had to cut it a few times, because that was a great thing. That was not the greatest thing possible. Run up the middle from the Hitmen. Breaks through, getting up to the 45-yard line. Helmet comes off of Travis Byers of the Eagles, requiring him to come out for at least one play. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Hitmen today. This drive, I should say. The Eagles sideline, great at creating energy for their defense to feed off of. Let's see if this is enough for this Eagles defense. Patrick drops in the pocket. Pressured by 3. Taken down.
I think he got the throw off. Are they going to call him down? Grounding. I think they're calling grounding.
They are. Flag was thrown on the play. He was taken down by a couple of Eagles there. Ball is going to be placed around the 22-yard line and only going back even farther.
Yeah, that's going to put the Hitmen at a 3rd and 30 yards, roughly 27 yards.
Just call it 3rd and a mile, Riley. Call it how it is.
3rd and 36, maybe. I mean, it's not, they're nowhere near that first down marker for sure. Wow. Great pursuit there for the defensive lineman of the Eagles.
Yeah, it is going back to that spread formation and are the Hitmen. Now, this game, they've been proven to be somewhat successful out of this formation, but so far, their offensive line is not holding up. Quarterback steps up in the pocket. Pass is completed around the 40-yard line. However, Deshaun Watson is taken down.
That's going to put him at a 4th and 11 situation here. Looks like the punt team is coming out for the Hitmen.
Best decision they have here, Riley, if they even tried to go for it here. Too much of a gamble for them, and in the end, it would not be worth it. The Wagebo and Frost out back again for the return. And the punt is off. Good punt from the Hitmen. Fire call. Ball rolls around to the 31-yard line. He's going to start their drive at 10:39 left in the first half. And Riley, you did mention the rain coming. And I just wanted to say, looking at the weather radar right now, a storm coming up from Connecticut is going to hit in the next few minutes with a 100% chance of rain for around an hour. Light rain nonetheless. We should definitely be prepared for the inevitability of shutting down this broadcast.
Yeah, Mother Nature doesn't seem to like us very much, Tyler. You know, every time we get the broadcast going here, seems like we're always taking breaks due to rain, which I'm not a big fan of. I like to keep this thing going, and I'm sure the people at home do too, huh, Tyler?
Oh, most definitely. No one wants to miss Mill City Eagles game, Riley.
Especially not with us commentating, right?
Especially with us commentating. Boudreau in the backfield.
See, we have a
Trips right formation.
tight trips right with one receiver to the left. Ball is snapped. First carry, and it's going absolutely nowhere. Wow. Blown up right away by the Hitmen.
There was a
Looks like a loss of 5 there. Maybe, yep, about a loss of 5 there for the Eagles. Not a good way to get a first run.
most definitely. That was Javon Mortel of the Hitmen blowing up that run by JPC. Now going back to a trips left formation now. Splitting Frost and a Wagewell. Second and long. Let's see what they do here. Quarterback drops. Caught by Frost. Evades one defender. Gets past the first down marker.
Yep, that's going to be a first down for the Eagles.
43-yard line about.
At the 44, it looks like, Ty. They look like they want to go fast. They're looking like they're getting right on the ball. They want to move after a big play like that. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to keep that momentum going for sure.
That blitz offense that these Eagles have been running has been shown to be effective against the Hitmen here, who take their time to get set. But Joe hands it off to JPC, runs up the middle.
Oh, big hit there as he's looking to cut back to their side of the field. He stays on his feet, but play is blown dead.
Another
loss of yards there. Oh,
gain of 1, actually.
Gained 1. They're going to give him forward progress there.
It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Eagles don't seem like they can get their run game started, which I guess it's not terrible the way that they're throwing the ball right now.
Most definitely not. Boudreau just previously throwing that dot to Brendan Frost just across the middle, giving them that first down. Spread formation for the Eagles, JPC in the backfield. As you said, Riley, this run game is not getting off to a hot start. And on the 2nd and 8, I can only see a pass. Boudreau steps back in the pocket.
Nothing but time for him. Their offensive line.
Oh, big hit on a Wagewell.
Their offensive line is providing plenty of time for Calvin here today.
Yes, they have. A Wagewell taken.
JPC can only hope that they do that for him on the run game, right?
Most definitely, Riley. 3rd and 1 for the Eagles after a Wagewell takes a big hit right in the middle of the field. Spread formation again.
We have a one-on-one here at the bottom of our screen.
JPC up the
run.
middle.
Looks
Gains
like
the
he
yard
got
necessary
it.
for the first down.
Looked like a very awkward tackle there. And it is going to be a first down, Eagles.
Yes, it is. The way he went down, it looked like his body stopped, but his feet kept moving, giving him that first down. So it's going to be a trips right for the Eagles.
Yeah, they look like they're staying in that no-huddle, fast-paced game. Seems to be working so far.
1st and 10, 7 minutes left in this first half. Eagles up 13-8. Boudreau steps back in the pocket, stepping up. He's scrambling. Quick pass to Brendan Frost for the first down. Taken down just past the 30-yard line.
Good maneuvers there for Calvin.
Most
Steps
definitely.
steps up in the pocket, rolls out right, finds someone back in the middle of the field for a huge gain as the Eagles are now sitting at the 25-yard line in scoring position.
Boudreau here has great vision for a quarterback. More than you can even ask for, I should say. Coach Isola must be loving him this year.
Looks like you got him to jump again.
False start on the offense.
Nope. That's going to be encroachment on the defense there again, Tyler.
Sorry. Usually, I remember the way I thought I was taught was that the lineman moves, it's always called on them. That is on me.
Let's see, the refs seem to be talking it over here. It is going to be encroachment on the defense there.
Thank you for that correction on me, Riley.
Now it's going to be 1st and 5 at the 20-yard line for the Eagles. Just pushing into red zone territory here for the 3rd time this half. Looking to take an even bigger lead before going into halftime as the clock keeps winding down with 6 minutes to go in this first half.
This Hitman defensive line not doing so hot today. JPC runs up the middle, gets to the 10 and is taken down by a couple of Hitmen. 1st and goal for the Eagles. JPC getting his dues with that run. Trips right again for the Eagles, seeming to be their go-to tonight. Boudreau goes to the right, steps up in the pocket, scrambles, avoids multiple defenders, scrambles backwards into his own backfield.
He needs to get
Still
rid of the
scrambling.
ball. He needs to get rid of the ball there, holding on to it for way too long.
Taken down by 2 Hitmen. Led by number 4, Deshaun Watson, if I'm not mistaken. Boudreau, big loss for Boudreau, almost another 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 18. Boudreau back in the pocket again. Scrambles right. Passes caught by Brendan Frost. Taken down around the 13-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 13. Still in that no-huddle offense. Back to the spread for the Eagles. Boudreau and JPC in the backfield. Back in the pocket for Boudreau. Quick shovel.
Couldn't stay on his feet there. Gets him down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 3 here for the Eagles. They're going to go for it.
Tyler Saunders with that catch. 4th and 4. Eagles trying to get that encroachment from the defense. Delay of game on the offense.
It's going to push it back to a 4th and 9. Goal line to go. They still look like they're going for it here. And I don't blame them. They want to get a bigger lead here.
Most definitely, Riley, especially going in to the 2-minute warning almost for this first half. This game is going by very quickly. Back to trips right for the Eagles. Boudreau back in the pocket. Pressure coming from behind him. Great block for an offensive lineman. Intercepted in the end zone. It's going to put the Hitmen around the 20-yard at the 20-yard line to start their drive for the next 2 minutes. First pick of the game for Boudreau. Does not look happy about it on the sideline. Good defensive play by the Hitmen, getting good field position for the start of their drive. Eagles defense back out on the field. Hopefully shut down this Hitman offense. Spread, Hitman in the spread formation. Ball is caught around the 25-yard line.
Looks like number 1, Ocasio.
Ocasio, usually their the Hitmen starting quarterback, playing at wide receiver today, possibly to just give them an extra boost in the offensive role. Ball is brought back to the 10-yard line.
What was the penalty there, Ty? I did not see it.
I did not either, Riley. Did not see a flag thrown. Clock is winding down. 2 minutes 10 seconds left. Looks like the Hitmen are going to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
No, they're going to let it go down. There it is, the 2-minute warning whistle. 2 to go in the first half. Your Mill City Eagles are up 13-8 against the Haverhill Hitmen. We're going to go straight back into play here.
Deep pass for the Hitmen. Caught for the first down. Batchelder passed it downfield to who was
Timeout Haverhill.
Who was that caught by?
Number 20.
20. Thank you, Riley. That was Camden Titus, I think. Yes, it was. A listed linebacker for the Hitmen, getting some wide receiver reps today. .151 left in this first half. Eagles up 13-8. Hitmen just clawing at a chance to get the lead back. As we were saying earlier, Riley, this game is slowly turning into an offensive slugfest as both teams are slowly gaining their own momentum as their drive goes on. Batchelder back in the backfield with a spread formation. False start.
He's going to push the Hitmen back to a 1st and 15 from the 33-yard line.
Yeah, just about the 33, Riley. 151 still left in this first half. See what the Hitmen can do or pull off here. Batchelder passes it. Caught by Ocasio. Just past the 38-yard line. It's going to bring 2nd and 9.
2nd and 11 there, Ty.
2nd and 11?
Or 2nd and 10.
Okay. .146 left on the clock. The Hitmen using some strategic clock management to get their way down the field. Hitmen sticking to the passing offense. Pressured from multiple D linemen. Pass across the field.
And there goes the flags. That's going to be pass interference there on the Eagles for sure.
Pass was attempted to get to Camden Titus again. Call is on. These numbers are a little too dark to see right now. Maybe on, I think it might have been on Mike Melanson, based on the way Coach Isola is talking with him right now. He's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Hitmen. Batchelder and his Hitmen lining up again for their 1st and 10 on the 45 of the Eagles. Steps back in the pocket. Pressured by a couple Eagles already. Pass caught around the 35 by Camden Titus. Once again, seeming to become the favorite target of Batchelor as we move forward. Hitmen moving to that no-huddle offense as well for their 2-minute drill here. Clock at 1:14, winding down. Run up the middle by the Hitmen, getting that 1st down for the Eagles. Sorry, not for the Eagles, for the Hitmen. Sticking with that no-huddle once more. And sticking to that spread formation as well. Clock winding down, 53 seconds left in this first half, Riley.
Can the Hitmen put one on the board before this half is over?
Batchelder passes out of bounds, stops the clock at 40 seconds. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Hitmen offense slowed down a little bit using their clock stop. Be a false start on the offense.
It's going to be now a 2nd and 15 situation here for the Hitmen.
Seems that the Hitman center getting some jitters here, bringing them back 5 yards. 40 seconds still left on the clock here. Batchelder scrambles right, passes, gonna be caught around the 25-yard line.
Clock is going to wind, though. Looks like a timeout for the Hitmen here.
Was that caught by Acacia O'Reilly? I could not tell from this distance.
I also could not see that one. I am not 100% positive, and I do not want to give the wrong number there.
Fair shot, Riley. I just don't like giving credit where it's due. I should say I don't like giving credit where, not giving credit where it's due. Timeout called. Both teams in their own huddles, just planning for the next 30 seconds of gameplay. It's going to be 3rd and short, about 3. Coach Isola talking up his defense, making sure they have every possible scenario mapped out in their head. And the Hitmen just trying to figure out what they're going to do here. Coach Isola visibly not happy with how this drive is going for the Eagles. Nothing he can really do until they are back in the locker room for halftime.
Now, I'm just going to do a quick shout out to number 99 here on the Eagles. He is the one keeping this crowd alive and his bench. He's an absolute beast, and I love the energy that he's giving out right now.
Yes, you always need a guy like that. For the Eagles, it is number 9 for our friend number 99. Give him a true shout out, Sean Clark. Back when we were in high school, right? That was Aiden Rogers, good friend of ours.
Intercepted there by the Eagles to shut down that potential touchdown scoring drive. That is a big-time interception in the end zone. That's going to set the Eagles up at the 20-yard line with 20 seconds to go.
All we needed to do there was mention our friend Aiden Rogers, and he gave us some of his grace and got us that interception.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what it was, but we can go along with that.
Eagles offense coming back out onto the field after that interception in the end zone. Pretty much solidifying their lead going into halftime here, Riley. Let's see what Boudreau can lead this Eagles offense to in the next 21 seconds. Boudreau back to pass. Passes to Brendan Frost. Caught at the 45-yard line, taken out of bounds. Sorry, that was not Brendan Frost. That is my fault. That was Tyler Saunders. Sorry, Tyler. Keep mixing you up with other people today.
Some Tyler on Tyler crime here.
You could say that, Riley. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 off the 45 with 11 seconds to go. But
That is a huge play.
Yeah.
That is a 25-yard play there. That is exactly what they were looking to get there.
most definitely, Riley. This Eagles offense looking to get just enough edge over the Hitmen here going into halftime. But Dro again passing, scrambling in the backfield. That one caught by Saunders. 2 seconds left on the clock as it is stopped.
It's going to be a timeout for the Eagles. They have one play left. 47 yards to go till the end zone.
I think they can do it. I know they can do it. They've shown it multiple times already today, Riley, with these big gains, especially their first play of their first drive tonight, absolutely sending it down the field, making a statement showing that they are here for today.
It is definitely possible. It is definitely possible. It's nothing we haven't seen already in this game today. Let's see if they can make it happen here. The Hitmen have 2 seconds to save themselves from a 2-possession game. Let's see what the Eagles come out here. Trips left. They have Princewell all alone here at the bottom of our screens.
It's about a little bit of a shade from the outside linebacker over here as well. Whereas
4-man rush. Calvin steps up,
That's
scrolling out left, and he lets one go to the end zone.
ball's intercepted at the 5-yard
And
line.
it is intercepted.
Isn't going to mean anything as the clock runs out for the half. Now, Riley, that was in a very interesting first half of play tonight. 3 scores, 2 from the Eagles. Starting here with our visiting Hitmen after a almost 10-minute drive in that first quarter, followed by an immediate response with the Eagles, and another basically another 5 minutes later. Eagles respond again. Now that's where we're standing at 13-8. Calvin Boudreau easily taking home player of the half. I know I was talking about our friend over here, Angel Polino, having both touchdowns for the Eagles, but Boudreau just taking this game under his on his shoulders, I should say, and allowing this Eagles offense to prosper with those great throws. Both these offenses and defenses have things they need to improve on, Riley. What are some things that you think that the Hitmen should improve on?
Offense. Their offense, both teams right now, their offenses aren't clicking 100% right now. Their defenses, I feel like we're getting a lot of long drives, but they aren't capitalizing in the end zones, both sides of the ball here. Something that we haven't seen much from the Hitmen and Eagles is running. We haven't seen too many rushes here so far tonight. It's been mostly in the air. I would like to see the team start to get their rushing game going here. I think that could be something that could help either team possibly win the game. What do you think, Ty?
I think that statement is correct, Riley. These offenses need to capitalize in the end zone here. As I had mentioned at least at the start of this game, an offensive slugfest. We're seeing it in these long drives, but we're not seeing it in the score. So all we're waiting for is that score to be run up by either team.
Yeah, most definitely.
And these defenses so far have been okay in their stamina, but they need to work on their energy towards getting to that ball. Their tackling has not been too hot. That's really all I can say regarding their offense and defense, Riley. You have anything else before we close out for the half?
I do not.
Alrighty, with that being said, this has been the first half and halftime recap of the Mill City Eagles versus Haverhill Hitmen game. We will be right back. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to this second half of this Haverhill Hitmen versus Mill City Eagles. Oh my lord. Back at Colley Stadium in Lowell, Massachusetts. As you can see, JPC is receiving a great kickoff, having a great return, getting almost to the 50-yard line, taken out right around the 46-47. As you can notice on the bottom of your screens, the display from the scoreboard has changed. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty regarding that camera to start with the first half. That is our fault. Again, sorry about that, but as you can see, this Eagles offense led by stud. That's all I really can say. Calvin Boudreau killing it so far today. Score isn't really saying that personally, but they are up 13-8 to start this game, starting in a trips formation to the trips empty. This is what led them with a JPC screen right. Reed up the middle, past the 50, taken down around the 42-yard line. Good run from Boudreau, getting the first down on the first play. Boudreau here been killing it, as I've said, on the offensive side of the ball.
Now, as a former quarterback, Ty, that play right there was one of my favorite plays that I ran. That had a very high touchdown rate. People just can't seem to fathom that you can have a read option through a motion, and it works. And that's the second time they've run it tonight. Both times, Boudreau has gained 10-plus yards. So,
yeah, no, he is definitely killing it. That read option there. Great reads from him. Flag.
It looks like it's going to be a holding on the outside there on Princewell.
Yep. Ref indicated towards the offensive side of the ball, arguing with Awagewell. First and 10 is going to turn to a first and 15 from the looks of it. A little bit of a staggering towards the Eagles on this first drive of the second half. One hiccup, however, will not define this entire drive, so let's see how they recover from this. But
looks like a first and 15 here for the Eagles.
yeah, definitely a holding call on Awagewell. Not a great start, as I've said, but not a defining moment either. It's going to be a trips right with JPC in the backfield. It's going to be, for my guess, a passing down with this distance. Needing that JPC help on the blocking in the pocket. JPC going up for a swing. Boudreau passes it. Another flag on the play. Ball was caught by number 12, Tyler Saunders. Frequent name I've mentioned in this broadcast. Sometimes in the wrong parts, most of the time in the right, though. So, Tyler, if you're watching, you got called a lot today, so you're welcome. Flag has not been announced. It is now holding call. Repeating first down. Going to bring him back to a first and 20. Now, as I was saying, back to first and, what is that?
16, 17, roughly.
Yeah, something like that. Trips left now. Brendan Frost at the top of your screen with Princewell Awagewell. Tyler Saunders and Angel Polino at our receivers. JPC in the backfield with Boudreau. Boudreau screen to Princewell. Great blocking from his receivers. Gets up to that first yard marker, up and past it a little bit towards the 40. It's going to become second down and 7. Good blocking from those from his receivers there. Awagewell getting a great gain. Swapping to an empty trips formation. Boudreau having great success in this formation so far today with his 2 read options and that great first play of that first drive this game. Boudreau making his reads. JPC read option. Boudreau up the middle for a great gain. He's out. 20, 10, Touchdown, Boudreau, putting the score up another 6, 19-8, 11:57 left.
Now, Tyler, let's just go back to what I just said 3 plays ago. That play is a high percentage scoring play. What do? They go back to it, and he's gone for a 40-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that's all you can say about that, Riley. He's making great reads on the defense there. Every time his read biting at JPC, allowing him to get up the middle of the field, and even better, especially on this play, getting up there and getting that touchdown, giving the Eagles an even larger lead.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Make it a 21-8 game. If not, the score will stand at 19-8.
No matter what, this is now a 2-possession game, Riley. So let's see what Boudreau and his Eagles offense can pull off here. Going to be a trips right formation with JPC in the backfield. Now JPC hasn't been doing too hot today in the run game. Let's see if they pull towards him. It's going to be an option pitch. JPC brought down back towards the 10-yard line. Looks to have been grabbed by his face mask, but no call on the play. Not a great call from the offensive coordinator there, but had to go for it to get an even better lead on the Hitmen here. Now this Eagles defense has to show up in the same light as this offense, Riley, to get this momentum back in their favor.
Yeah, for sure. They scored on the first drive of the game, and they have been silenced ever since. So let's see if the Hitmen can rebuttal after giving up a opening drive touchdown here in the second half.
Most definitely, Riley. This is kind of reminiscent of last week's game against the Troy City Titans, where the Eagles absolutely obliterated them, basically ending the game in the first half, implementing a running clock in the second. That did lead to a chippy game. So that was a little bit of a roller coaster there emotionally for those players. But today, close game, especially in this third quarter. Let's see if this Eagles can recreate last week's scenario and get back up on the board again. Cook going for the kick. Ball's touched out of bounds. Flag still thrown.
I don't know why the Eagles keep kicking it to that spot. Out of bounds every time, giving the Hitmen more yards than they should.
In my experience with Coach Isola, I know that he always stands where he wants the ball to be kicked, but I think Zachary Cook here is taking that a little bit too literally tonight, kicking it right at Coach Isola. So all we can see here is, in the better part of things, a miscommunication. But with this frequency of kicks, can only be addressed in practice later this week. Eagles defense back out on the field, having a decent game so far. 2 sacks from number 81, Tyler Jamison for the Eagles. He's been lights out in the backfield tonight. Speaking of backfields, twin running backs in the backfield for them. Fake handoff. Incomplete pass. Can't read his number. It's too scrunched. Is that a 20, Riley? Or 30?
I can't see that. It is not even. It's barely even showing.
I think it's Camden Titus again. He has been on this offensive side of the ball tonight, so not too much of a surprise. 2nd and 10 for the Hitmen. Isaiah Batchelder still at quarterback for the Hitmen. Back to the twin running backs once more. Motion left into a trips. Run up the middle. Handoff was to Sean Watson, running back for the Hitmen. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Hitmen. And as we were just talking about, Riley, this Eagles defense needs to show up in the beginning of this half to set the tone. And this is essentially what they're doing here, keeping them within their first set of downs here, getting to a 3rd and long, which they have not been too successful in in converting tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said earlier, the Hitmen haven't scored since the opening drive of the game. The Eagles defense they've locked in, they've locked down, and they're looking to continue this shutout here since that first drive.
Most definitely, and easily going to be another pass play. Don't go for the run on 3rd and long. Great pressure from the D-line. Pass is taken out of the air by number 18 of the Eagles, our friend Alex Allien. Good defensive force this entire season, continuing his good work. And
seems like the punting team is coming out here for the Hitmen.
Clock is running as well in this 3rd quarter, so see what happens here. Princewell and Frost both are coming in to receive this punt. Coach is calling watch the ball for the Eagles D line, anticipating a false count, which could get them into a better position to go for it on 4th down. However, it seems to be that the Hitmen not even concerned with that, as they don't even have enough men on the field. And the punt is off. Great kick. Caught by Frost. Taken down just past the 30-yard line. Frost thrown into another one of the Eagles defenders, actually back into Alex Allien. However, puts them in decent field position at the 31-yard line for a 1st and 10. This Eagles offense scoring on that last drive in just a few minutes, which actually I forgot to write down, so thank you for the self-reminder. But yes, scoring on that last drive. So this Eagles offense coming out hopefully to score again and keep nailing that hammer. Hammering that nail, sorry. Go into a tight trips empty formation for the Eagles. This formation also been working decently well for them tonight. Another read option here. JPC getting past multiple defenders up to the 43, 44-yard line. Juking out multiple defenders, even keeping one staying on the ground for a few extra minutes to there. Specifically number 3 for the Hitmen, that's Jordan Jones. Mr. Jones sitting on the ground after getting massively taken out of his cleats by JPC. Spread formation for the Eagles. 8:22 left in this 3rd quarter. With a running clock. Let's see what Mr. Boudreau and his Eagles can do. Boudreau back in the pocket. Plenty of time. Scrambles left. Owejwo caught just past the Hitmen 40-yard line. Owejwo throwing a punch. A little bit of a taunt by Sean Watson there, but clock has been stopped by the referees. Looks like one of those calls is going to be on the defender there. One's on the defense. Offsetting so far. And one more, I think, being called.
Nope, they're just the two unnecessary. They're both going to offset each other. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 40-yard line.
Seems to be that these Hitmen are getting a little chippy already, being down 3 scores against these Eagles. Now, when you think about it, just the what they are, Hitmen versus Eagles, who do you think would win in that?
I'm going to have to go with the Eagles there, Ty.
Yeah,
I'm going with an Eagle all day.
a bunch of Eagles versus a bunch of Hitmen. I take the Eagles any day of the week. Boudreaux taken down just before the 1st down. Flag on the play. I did not see what was happening as I was following the action. Looks to be a Wagelow talking to the ref there. Personal foul call. Eagles are marching up the field. These penalties right here, Riley, are kind of why I see why the Hitmen are 1-5. They lack the heart and sportsmanship to play a clean game. These penalties are costing them valuable yards as the Eagles are now in the red zone. Trips right empty. Motion into a pass. Boudreaux, plenty of space, gets the 1st down, jukes out one defender, taken down by another at the 2-3 yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Eagles.
You know, Boudreaux has been great in the air today, but let's not forget that he has been equally as great with his feet tonight.
Most definitely. I'd say almost even better with his feet. With those few read options, and especially that read into seemed to be a halfback seam there. He making all the right reads, saw no one open, booked it up the field, got that 1st down, and now they're going straight for that touchdown now with just a few minutes after they scored one recently. Timeout, Hitmen. Both teams convening with their coach. During halftime, I had a quick word with Coach Isola, and he was not happy with the play so far in this game. Hopefully these last few drives offensively and defensively actually have been enough to lighten his mood a little bit in regards to the play style tonight.
Well, if you know anything about Mike, he's not the happiest guy. It takes a lot to put a smile on that guy's face, and at the end of the day, I think the only thing that's going to make him smile is a victory at the end of the game. Everything up until then, he will not be smiling, that's for sure.
Oh, most definitely, Riley. And even like you said, we've known him for a couple of years now. Even when he is happy, he looks angry. So this man will constantly be vying for this man's approval in that sense. So this Eagles team knows what they are working for tonight, and that's hopefully just a Coach Isola smile.
Yeah, that is definitely something that you would love to see at the end of the night, because anything short of that is going to be a long night and a long week of practice.
But Joe, quarterback sneak right up the middle.
Fumble. He picks it up. I think he's got.
No, he's
not. Is he
not.
going to get chased down?
He is
going
to
get slowed down. He's at the 30. He goes down at the 25. Why did he slow down? He kept looking back, and he slowed down.
From the way I saw it, it looked like Boudreaux crossed over the plane into the end zone and then lost the ball.
Now that's a big mistake there for Calvin, losing the ball there.
Yes, it is. Potentially putting another score on the board for the Eagles. Now, Hitmen in the opposite red zone, hopefully trying to score themselves.
That is one way to flip the field there.
Yeah, but Drew is not going to be pleased with himself for the rest of the night.
That is his third turnover of the game. 2 interceptions and a fumble now for Bedreau, which I guess cancels out with his 3 total touchdowns, if you look at it in that sense. But 3 turnovers is very costly in a game like this.
I definitely wouldn't counteract them, Riley, because I would definitely take the score as the counteraction to his touchdowns over his loss of possession. Alrighty, trips left for the Hitmen right now. Just outside of the red zone. Batchelor takes the snap. Passes to the right.
He's ripped out of bounds at about the 15-yard line there. It's going to be 2nd and short here for the Hitmen.
Jordan Jones was knocked out of bounds by Darren Cooper. First, we've mentioned him all game so far. Looking to mention him a little bit more. Getting them into the red zone just at the 15. As we mentioned earlier, our friend Sean Clark, 6'7", out of North Chelmsford, been the life and energy of this defense just on the sideline. Sacked in the backfield is quarterback number 2, Isaiah Batchelor, caught by a horde of Eagles.
I think that one was mainly number 81 there.
That's our
Ty.
Tyler Jamison, his, I believe, 3rd sack of the night, maybe 4th. He is killing it tonight defensively, as he usually does every night, as he is 6'5", 230, a big kid. He will be coming down that line, and you will be fearing for your life. Personally, seeing him just from the stands up here, Riley, I'm scared from here. If he started running at me from the field, I would run as fast as possible.
Yeah, he's been a very big factor for the Eagles defense this game and this whole year. So if his dominance can keep up, that's what the Eagles are looking for.
Batchelor takes a step back in the pocket. Another pressure from the Eagles, taken down.
And that's him again.
No, it is not actually. That is number 9 and I believe number 26. So that's Christian Perkins and Derek Capellan, 2 defensive backs for the Eagles in that co-sack, taking them back almost to the 30-yard line.
Sitting at a 4th and long here, 4th and 16 for the Hitmen. It seems like they don't have a field goal kicker that they can rely on too much to hit a deep one, so they're forced to go for it as they're not in punting range.
At this point, if I would just move the ball up 20 yards and give it to the Eagles, because I do not see this team getting past there. Those of you at home, I just knocked on my head because I have no wood around me. So keep those superstitions alive, people. Another sack. Ball's blown dead before it can be picked up. And that was Tyler Jamison with the sack one more time, I think. Or was it?
So after a huge fumble recovery for the Hitmen, the Eagles stand strong on defense, not allowing a first down, forcing a turnover with 3 sacks on 4 plays. That's the Eagle defense that we know and love, Ty.
Most definitely, Riley. I do not know what Coach Isola said to them in the end zone during halftime, but knowing him, he definitely was screaming his head off for a solid 5 minutes there, and that's
what happened?
a much scarier thing than anything I could ever think of. Eagles offense coming back out onto the field, led by Calvin Boudreau just after his tragic fumble in the end zone, basically in the end zone last drive, setting up just the 28. It's going to be a timeout Hitmen. 2:47 left in this third quarter, Riley, and about 17 minutes left in this game entirely. Alrighty, Calvin Boudreau and his Eagles actually coming back out now, ready for this next drive, looking to rectify that fumble. It's going to be empty trips left. No JPC on the field this time. Alrighty. Another read option up the middle. Boudreau taken down a little bit earlier than anticipated by a couple Hitmen. And Angel Polino coming back into the game in replacement for JPC was that option there. Looks like he's playing some running back right now. Back to a spread formation with Polino in the backfield. We haven't seen Polino do any rushing tonight, but he has been playing great so far with 2 receiving touchdowns and some good blocks on screens. So let's see how he does rushing if they give him the ball. Boudreau in the backfield. Deep ball. Brendan Frost caught. 10-5 touchdown. Long touchdown to Brendan Frost from Boudreau there. Great ball, great height. Gonna put the score up 25-8 with 1:44 left. Waiting for that extra point crew to come out. Getting buggy over here now, Riley. Starting to get swarmed by some lovely mosquitoes out here. Again, going back to our to your conversation earlier with Calvin, Riley, and him talking about trusting his receivers, he launched that ball after only about a second in the backfield. He knew that Frost would be open on that go route, and the rest, as you can see, is history. So now Zachary Cook lining up for the extra point kick, trying to get up to 26. Kick is up.
And it is good. 26-8. Eagles have the lead with 1:44 left to go in this third quarter.
I've been keeping track of the score for the game, Riley, and you can see the scoring trend is great for Lowell here, consistently going up, where it's not doing so hot for the Hitmen, as they've only scored, as you said, that first drive and shutouts ever since. Special teams meeting up together before the kickoff. I think we could definitely start to see some of the backup players getting some reps now, as they are, if I can do math correctly, about 19 up 19, so a good solid 3 scores.
That would be 18, Tyler.
Oh yeah, you are right. Sorry. I did say I'm not the best at math, so.
Was there a penalty on that last touchdown? Why they're kicking from the 50 here?
I wonder.
Must have been. Must have been a penalty on the something.
I don't know. They'll definitely take it, though. As Cook lines up to kick it from the 50. And a solid 10-yard run up on this thing. He is about to boot it. Squib kick down the middle. Touched by the receiving team. He grabs it at just about the 3-yard line.
Now that is not the field position that you want to have right now.
No, it is not, especially with Tyler Jamison rushing you from that defensive line. You have no options here but to run it up the middle. This Eagles defense lined up, ready to make a statement here with 1 minute 40 left in this third quarter. This Hitman offense trying to figure out what they're going to do here. Lined up at the 3-yard line is the Hitmen. 1st and 10. Spread formation for them. Actually, sorry, trips left.
Definitely a false, an encroachment penalty there. Offsides on the defense there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He came right in before anybody was even moving. Not what you want, because they were on the 3-yard line.
To be a failed blitz there. Hard count was getting them. A little bit of a disappointing track, as they had such great field position to work with, and now not as good, but
1st and 5 here from the 8-yard line.
First, as you said, 8-yard line. Gonna be trips left one more time. Probably gonna go for that hard count again. See if they can just get an extra 10 yards to where they were. Screen pass. Who was that caught by? First down off the screen off of an injury. He is currently down. Trainer being called to the field. So Riley, in this last minute and 20 seconds of this third quarter, and hopefully the soon-to-be ending of this drive, these Eagles slowly starting to lose energy after that massively successful defensive drive last time. What are you expecting in the next few minutes?
Well, defensively, they did just jump off sides. They did just let up a first down, but it's only 2 plays. After the way they've been playing this whole second half, the way they've been playing since that opening drive, I expect nothing other than a stop at some point in this drive. Touchdowns have not come easy for the Hitmen tonight, and I don't see that changing for the rest of this game. The Hitmen are really going to have to work to get into that end zone for 6.
Oh, most definitely, Riley. They're out of position quarterback has been leading them not astray, just not leading them in. No, still leading them astray. I was trying to go for something there, and I realized I was going for what I wasn't. So, anyways, out of position quarterback, extremely athletic wide receiver who they really have not targeted tonight. Big issue here. Fumble. Looks to be a sack deep in the backfield. Hopefully a holding call on the offense. Who had that sack, Riley? I could not see it from this distance.
I also lost that one. Does seem to be a penalty on the offense. It's going to push them back all the way.
To the 1.
Are they leaving the ball there? Is that where the ball? They are going to be at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, declined.
Wow.
So, no, they are at the 2 yard line, Riley. So, actually, even farther back than they had been previously.
Which puts them at a 2nd and 25.
Yeah.
23, roughly. I mean,
20-something.
Not good.
21. 2nd and 21, Riley. But, yes, I formation for oh, no, sorry. It is pistol again. Run up the middle for the Hitmen. He breaks loose a little bit. Getting up to around the 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 20. Maybe 19. Someone's coming off the field hurt. That is Travis Byers limping off the field to see the athletic trainer. 3rd and long for the Hitmen here, Riley. 8 seconds left. I'm sure they're just going to run this out, start the 4th quarter off in a hard spot. And as it is, time runs down. That was the 3rd quarter. Eagles up 26-8. A solid 18-point lead. 2 to 3-score game. And see what the Eagles defense does here. This is a big drive for the Eagles. If they can stop them here and hopefully stop them even farther into, stuff them farther back, they can potentially get a safety here, Riley. And that is a potential, not game changer, but mood boost for them. Both teams slowly making their way across the field for this 3rd and long, starting on what seems to be the 5 yard line. Now, Riley, as we've talked about all game, this Hitman offense has not scored anything or really even gotten like that many long drives in the last few of their attempts. How far do you see them getting, or at least what do you see happening in this next few plays?
they're going to be punting the ball for sure. The Eagles' defense has been dominant, super dominant, and you're looking at a 3rd and 20 right here. That's not playing to the Hitmen's favor here because they haven't really converted any big plays all day. So I'm seeing maybe a 10-yard gain and then a punt is what I'm going to predict to happen here. If not, we'll see.
20 running backs in the backfield with Batchelder. Pass. Get him. Get him. That's all I can ask for. Get him. Aw. Pass is off. Just over the hands of his receiver. Jameson almost tracking down Batchelder in the end zone. resulting in a 4th down and long for the Hitmen tonight. Looks like the punt team is slowly coming out onto the field. Yep, here they go. Prince Wallow Wagewell and Brendan Frost both standing around the 50-yard line waiting for this punt. Punter almost standing in the back of the end zone here. High kick. Friendly bounce for the Hitmen here, coming to about the 35. Giving the Eagles another possession of great field position. Calvin Bedreau looking to add on to that score. Still trying to, never stopping to try and make up for that fumble a few possessions ago. Spread right for the Eagles. JPC up the middle. Flag on the play. JPC getting a great gain, about 10 yards. Defensive offside call. First down, Eagles. Getting some extra yards out of that play with the penalty call. Looks like the Hitmen are. Oh, never mind. They had one guy leaving the field, but he came back. Bedreau spread right again. Bedreau running the ball at the middle. Slides just past the 20-yard line. First down. As you've been saying all night, Riley, Bedreau amazing on his feet, easily taking away player of this game so far by a mile. He is cooking this defense. Spread left. Switching it up now. Bedreau stays in the pocket. Pressure. Scrambles right. Incomplete pass to Brendan Frost. Defense are a little bit upset about here. Sorry, not a little bit. Actively screaming at the ref, upset. So you can tell what that play caused them there. Eagles getting a lucky break. 2nd and 10. Going into empty. Eagles finding great success in that today.
Sensing emotion and the same play we've been seeing all night.
Read option up the middle. Flag on the play. Bedreau gets to the end zone anyway, so let's see what the call is here.
Hey, I just got hit in the face by a ladybug.
Oof.
And now it is on my shirt.
Looks to be a penalty call on the offense.
Oh, well, maybe that ladybug isn't good luck. Sorry.
Looks to be about a probably a holding call, 5-yard loss here. It's going to be second and about 15 for the Eagles after Calvin Boudreau ran his way into that end zone. A little bit disheartening here, but they can do it one more time. 11 minutes with the clock running. JPC motion. Pass to JPC. Through his hands, incomplete.
That was a beautiful ball there.
That was beautiful. Under immense pressure from the D line. Throws that ball, perfect spiral through the hands of JPC. Clock is stopped at 10:22. Sorry, I am incorrect here. Clock still running. 10:15 and going down. Score is still 26-8 in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes left. Eagles are running spread left. 3rd and 15 still. Sorry, spread right. Boudreau looking to pass. Princewell in the end zone. Caught. Called.
Touchdown, Eagles.
That puts them up to 32-8. 9:37 left. So, what do we think we're doing here? It looks like we are going for that extra point kick with Mr. Cook. Now, his kicks tonight have not been the best, Riley, but let's see if he can add on to that score and put it up 33. Already having a 20-plus point lead on these Hitmen. Flag is called on the extra point. Looks like they're gonna. Play is no good anyway. After that penalty. Eagles extra point team coming off the field. Score remains 32-8. Disregarding the misfortune of the extra point team, let's see how the kickoff team can do here after the last 2 or 3 kickoffs, I believe, have gone out of bounds. For some reason, I am anticipating an onside here, as Coach Isola loves doing those when he is up in the score.
I think the lead's too big for that right now, Ty.
They did. You missed it last week, Riley. They were up big and still did it in the 3rd quarter, so I don't know about that one. Coach Isola is a ruthless man and does whatever it takes to win and rub their other team's nose in it. So. Squib kick down the middle. Recovered by a Hitman. Taken down just past the 40-yard line. That was number 18 from the Hitmen, Manny Hernandez Jr. Alrighty, this Eagles defense coming back out onto the field after a great last drive. Whistle has blown for the start of play. Just waiting for the Hitmen to get back on up to the line. Hitmen up at the line. Batchelder with two running backs in the backfield. Runs to the right. Taken down in the backfield. Looks to be about a 3-yard loss for the Hitmen here. Sorry, it looks to be about a 1-yard loss. I'm sorry. This Eagles defense crashing to the ball as they have been this second half. Coach Isola, as I was saying earlier, talking to his defensive line, making sure they knew what was at stake with this game. Another twin back set for the Hitmen. Batchelder steps up, goes back to pass. Intercepted by the Eagles. He's going, taken down past the 30. However, there is a flag on the play, as you can see here. Flag on the play looks to be around the line, behind the line of scrimmage. Hopefully not a roughing the passer call. Call is on the defense. See what this is. Looks like it is position is switching after all. You can see this Eagles sideline prepping for this next offensive drive behind Calvin Boudreau. First down, Eagles confirmed by the ref. Ball going to be spotted around the 50-yard line. Looks like the 48. This Eagles offense coming back out after manhandling this Hitman defense again and again, driving this lead up to 24 points, I believe. Empty formation. Oh, sorry, JPC is in the backfield. Bunch trips right. Boudreau steps back in the backfield. Long pass. Pass to Brendan Frost is no good. Back to the 53-yard line for a second down. Oh, sorry, not the 53. That doesn't exist. Sorry, the 48-yard line. Calvin Boudreau seeing most of the, a couple of his passes today have been deep bombs. Very successful, especially to Brendan Frost. He has been a key player in this game. Now, Riley, that last play there, long bomb towards Brendan Frost on the close 10-yard line, incomplete. One of Boudreau's not even worst pass attempts, but like worst incompletions of the day. JPC running up the sideline past the 40, looking like he got the first down there, possibly, maybe a yard short.
Looks like he got it.
Yes, he did, Riley. Line judge giving him that extra yard there. 6:53 on a running clock here. Looks like this game is counted to be over in the Eagles' favor here, which we've seen the last few games already for the Eagles. This is nothing new for them.
Not just the last few games, Tyler. All of them. The Eagles are 6-0, pushing 7-0 waiting for the end of this game to improve their record to 7-0. This season has been nothing but dominant for them.
I mean, at this point, I don't think you have to wait till the end of this game to add a W to that win column, Riley. Up 24 points already with 6 minutes left. There's nothing much they can do here. Nice pass from Boudreau. Prince Waluwagewo catches it 1 foot down. Just before the 20-yard line. Looks to be about the 22. First down again for the Eagles. Temperatures finally under 80 degrees tonight, Riley, only at 9:14 at night. It's been a hot summer this year and a hot and muggy day today. Cannot wait to go home to the air conditioning. How about you, Riley?
I definitely cannot wait to get some cold air. It has been very hot and muggy today, but at least we're not in pads, right?
Oh, thank the Lord. Prince Waluwagewo on the pass from Boudreau.
Oh. He
Loses
fumbled.
the ball.
That's a bad mistake.
Ball's called
That
for
is
the
a
Hitmen.
really, really bad mistake.
Second red zone fumble in the game today. Not a great look for the Eagles tonight. Eagles defense coming to the two-yard line. Hopefully getting another stop here. Eagles defense has been a deciding factor for the Eagles tonight, as they have not let up a score since the first drive of the first quarter tonight. So the Eagles really have not much to worry about in terms of losing this game, as the clock is already down to 5:15. I guess, but like we've been saying again, and I just did say, this dominant Eagles defense sitting at the 2-yard line, and I said earlier when they were at the other 2-yard line, a safety could be imminent here. Let's see what they can do. I formation. Grabbed in the backfield.
That is a safety for the Eagles.
Love calling shots here, Riley. That is a great play by the Eagles here, adding another 2 points to the board. And now also getting the ball back for the last hopefully for the last 5 minutes of this game. Let's see what they can do here. They do gain some extra yardage, as this was a safety. So let's see how long this drive takes for the Eagles. Frankie DeCidrio, backup quarterback for the Eagles, taking over the special teams coordinator role for them, organizing them, allowing Prince Waluwagewo, who just had that fumble for the Eagles in the red zone, to go back there with number 35 as well from the Eagles. Daniel Parker, seeing him for the first time today, from my recollection at least. The punt team is also coming out at the 20-yard line for the Hitmen. Now, as we saw earlier, this game just got a little bit chippy, with a couple players from both sides going at it for a minute. Now, especially with this safety and 5 minutes left in this game, Riley, I can see this game getting a lot chippier.
Yeah, it's definitely open to it. Way more open than it was previously. Blowouts typically end in that kind of fashion. You hate to see it, but it's kind of just happens. Hopefully that's not the way it goes tonight.
Punt is up. Caught by Parker. He's running up the sideline. 50, 40. Tries to hurdle a man. Taken out of bounds. Great return by Parker.
You know, I'm not too sure what he was going for there, but I love the effort.
Great,
I love the effort.
great effort there from the 5'9" out of Brentwood, New York. Multi-position player. He sent himself just straight up the sideline there, trying to, I think, go over a man or just get out of bounds. Who knows? But again, great play by him, getting up the sideline, giving them great fielding at the 35. That run there also hyping up the sideline for the Eagles, giving them a little bit more of an energy boost for the rest of this game. Eagles offense back out on the field, led by Boudreau. Going into an empty formation, possibly going for that jet sweep option. Proven very effective the last few quarters. Definitely going to probably seeing it a lot these next few weeks. Boudreau finalizing everything for the game, for the snap. Sorry. Boudreau back to pass. Rifles it down the field. Caught by Tyler Saunders up the sideline for a touchdown.
They're just letting it rain right now.
Yes, sir. Another 6 goes onto the board for the Eagles, putting them up 40-8. Right in this 8 for the Hitmen, getting very repetitive for me and on my notes. Great to watch, though. Great to see as Zachary Cook goes up for the extra kick. Extra point team missing a guy. They've been doing, that's happened a lot over the last few weeks for the Eagles. Different guy usually every time. Happens still nonetheless. They need to get that down in practice so they can get this down more efficiently. Cook lining up for the kick now with Desidrio holding. All right, kick is up. No good. (40-8) with 4:28 left in this game. Riley, this game going from an uneasy to a straight blowout in just 2 quarters, honestly. I love watching this Eagles team continually step on the gas and not let up, defensively and offensively, just driving up the score. And must get boring for you guys at home every week, not having much of a worry in these last few quarters for the Eagles, but just when you're here, the energy is electric. And I encourage you to get down here for some of these games if you are local, and if you aren't, try making it out for one game a season. Great atmosphere here. Not a lot of fans, or as many would be used to compared to, say, the Patriots in this area, but honestly a better atmosphere. It's a lot more personable. You get to see all these players, know the coaches, and something I don't want to miss. Love coming to these games and love calling them. Cook lining up for the kickoff after this most recent score. Kicks it downfield. Caught by number 20, Camden Titus. He brings it up to around the 44. Thought I saw a flag on the play, but I did not. Defense coming out onto the field for the Eagles now. Looking to maintain that scoreless streak they've been maintaining since that first drive. 4:15 left in this game still. Lost a couple seconds on that kickoff. Now just waiting for this clock to start up once more. All righty. Fake run up the middle. Bachelor caught just at the line of scrimmage. Clock has begun running, 3:49 and counting for this game. Riley, coming into this game, we were expecting a dominant Eagles performance. Is this exactly what we were expecting, though?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought that it was going to be a little bit closer. I thought the Hitmen would put up a little bit more of a battle, but, I mean, when you're as dominant as the Eagles are tonight, as they've been all season, it's tough to put up a fight against them. They're throwing punches. I mean, you've seen it. They're up 32 points right now. They were up, and they're up, and they keep trying to get up by more and more every time. And there's another interception for the Eagles there.
He's running down the sideline. He's at the 50, taken down at the 45. Flag is thrown. Two are thrown on the play. This Eagles defense showing once again how dominant they are. Taking away a deep pass from the Hitmen.
And I'll bet you right here, Tyler, the Eagles are going to go straight back to the air, looking to put more points on the board to really show their dominance to this league.
Oh, no doubt, Riley. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning for the end of this game, and after that, I see no reason for them to just continue to step on the gas. Clock's running down anyway, so might as well, right? Block in the back on the defense after the interception. Still first down. It's going to be first down around the 47-yard line.
Looks like we got the twos coming in for the Eagles, but that does not mean that they're going to take their foot off the gas.
Eagles offense back out there. Boudreau hands the ball off. Good push from the running back here. That was number 16, I believe, for the Eagles. Yes, John Mahar. We'll say Mahar for now. If I get corrected, I will gladly take it. Boudreau takes it up the middle on a scramble.
Looks like he gained about 2 there. It's going to make it 3rd and
Oh, sorry, that's DeCidrio on the field. I did not realize that was a 3 instead of an 8. DeCidrio getting his snaps in for this game. 2-minute warning has been called. So they're just going to get back to play. DeCidrio going 3 for 3 last game in that blowout against the Titans. Looking to continue, hopefully continue that streak on his passes tonight. Going to go spread formation. Handoff in the middle. Flag on the play, however. It's on the offense. Bringing them back to about 3rd and 3rd and 6. Eagles 3rd and 6. Clock winding down at 1:40. Going as slow as possible. This is Drew waiting at the clock. Pass. Incomplete. Hits the chest of the receiver. His first incompletion this game, ending his 3 completion streak from last. I believe that was to number 45 on the Eagles, Liam Fitzgerald. Wait, am I reading that wrong? I might be. Punt team going out for the Eagles. First time they've gone out all day. First punt of the night is up. Great kick. Caught at the 20. Ooh, juking out a couple of the defenders. Forward pitch. Lost. Forward pitch was lost by number 3, Jordan Jones, off that forward pitch.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what he was going for there.
I don't know either, but he did it anyway. So what happens, happens, I guess, Riley. With that being said, that's 48 seconds left on the game clock, and I do not see any reason for the clock to stop after this.
Other than an incomplete pass?
No, they've even been running on that. It's been running clock for a little while now. Even only out of bounds, actually, for most things. So after this first snap, I don't see a reason why this clock will stop unless I am wrong here. However, still got to get there first. Eagles defense, again, maintaining that scoreless streak since the first quarter.
Since the first drive.
Sorry,
Opening drive, touchdown. Since then, shutout.
It's been a good game for the Eagles as a redemption in the second half. Couple fumbles here and there.
Looks like we're just getting a knee here.
Yeah, it looks like the game is going to be over, Riley. What happened? Clock is running. Might have to run it one more time just so they can have so they can be sure that the game is over. I think that's it right here.
Yep.
That's the game, Riley. So with that being said, final score 40-18.
40-8.
40-8, sorry. Yes, you are right. Sorry. With Eagles going up 7-0 on the season, moving the Hitmen down to 1-6. Great game tonight, Riley. Can't wait to see you guys next week. Hope you guys stay cool, stay safe. I've been Tyler Pelletier here with Riley Nichols. Have a good night.
Have a good night.